Hi, this is Julian from TechnicallySmartGuy.com. Today I'm going to show you how to move your WordPress site in 5 minutes or less. You may want to move it to another subdomain, out of a subdomain, to another host, to another domain. There's plenty of reasons to move a WordPress site, including if you want to move from a development server to a live server, and I use this trick all the time to do just that. So first I'll show you this website I have. It's pretty basic. It has a custom theme installed, some plugins, some settings set up, and I want to move it, but I don't want to recreate it. If you look around, a lot of the tutorials I found ask you to basically start from scratch. Make a new installation, install your themes, install your plugins, and then somehow remember all the configurations that you had. This is kind of crazy to me and really unnecessary when you know how to move it. So I have my old location here, and I'm going to move it to a new location. To do this is actually pretty simple. All I have to do is go here. I'm in my file manager on my host. Most hosts have a very similar file manager. You can do this over FTP, but I find it somewhat slower. So I've selected all my files in the old location folder, and I'm just going to move those to the new location folder. And this should just take a second, and there it goes. Now, if we go to the new location, if you've ever tried to do this without following the directions, this is what you get. Not too pretty, and if you press any links, forget about it. You got problems. So, what we do here is make use of a handy tool by Interconnected. It's called the WordPress Search and Replace tool. I've downloaded it. I've put it on my website here, and all I have to do is go to that file. So it'll download a PHP file called search replace db2, and you just put that in the root folder, so right in the new location folder. That's where it goes. Now here's where things will be a little bit different if you're moving to another domain or host. I guess more specifically to another host, because you're going to need to change your SQL database to a new one. In that case, what you're going to do is you'll go into your PHP MyAdmin, and again this is accessed on the host menu, and you're going to want to do an export it as SQL, just do quick, and make sure that you've got the right one for your site, and it'll give you an SQL file. Then when you move to the other host, you'll create a new MySQL database, and then you will import this very file, and once it's imported, you have to go into the wp-config file. So that's right here. And you've just got to edit it and make sure that the database info matches up with the new database you created. From then on, the steps are identical. So I'm going to go navigate to this file. Oops. Maybe I didn't put it up there. So I'm going to upload that file. Okay, it's finished. Let's try again. There we go. The cool thing about this is it automatically takes the info from your config wp-config file. So all you have to do is press a couple buttons, select all your tables, press continue, and here's where the magic happens. So type in your URL. You don't want to include any HTTP or HTTPS or any trailing forward slashes. Just the URL and the folder name, if there is one, the subfolder name, and then the new one that you're switching it to. press Submit Search String, and press OK. And that's it. Now what's cool, we go back here, you'll see that it looks just like it did on the other site. In fact, everything's transferred over and should work, including all your plugin configuration and everything. Now, what you will notice, especially if you have custom permalinks, I don't know if it applies for other sites, but you'll get an error, a page load error. And I don't know exactly why, but what you have to do is go into your dashboard, go to your settings, permalinks. You don't have to change anything here, just press Save Changes. For some reason, doing that will fix that problem. And there you have it. That's how you move a WordPress site in 5 minutes or less. Two really important notes. If you have a website that you care about, I suggest that you do not name this file search replace db2.php. Give it some really complicated name that no one will ever guess. The reason you want to do that is because if somebody happens to stumble upon your file, they could do pretty much anything they want to with the database. Likewise, point number 2, once you've finished, make sure that you delete it. So I'm just going to refresh here, and there it is, and delete. If you leave that on your server long enough, someone will find it and make use of it badly. And that's all. So hope that helps. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And there's detailed step-by-step instructions on the blog post for this video. Thanks for watching. Till next time.